Federal lawmakers still have some work to do before their winter break begins soon. I spoke with Congressman Michael McCaul yesterday afternoon about some of their efforts in these final days and what we can expect in 2025. Chairman, troubles with the U.S. Postal Service continue across our area. We know you have been following these developments as well. What can you share about your plans to help address the Postal Service issues and maybe what's even within your realm of possibilities?
Well, we're going to fix the problem. I mean, what's happening is there are elderly people and people underprivileged who are living in housing that have been deemed as student housing by the United States Postal Service. And obviously, that's an error that needs to be fixed. So we have Senator Cornyn and myself have a letter going out to the Postal Service to explain why these areas were deemed as student housing and then work on legislation to fix that. We do have the power of the purse in the Congress, and we intend to exercise that very strongly in this case.
You were just reelected to another term. Can you tell us what you're looking forward to doing in 2025?
Well, you know, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be a very relevant voice on national security and foreign policy, as I have always been. And particularly the last 12 years in Congress, I've been able to chair both the Homeland Security Committee and now the Foreign Affairs Committee. And I'm going to bring that experience of leadership to the table next Congress. I think with the new president in office, we're going to be able to provide the deterrence necessary against China. We're going to stop selling them military weapons grade equipment. We're going to deal with the Middle East, and we're going to sanction Iran as they should have been, as I put in the emergency wartime supplemental, and hopefully bring some peace in Ukraine. You know, right talk about peace through strength. I think you're going to see a president projecting strength and bring more peace to the world. I hope that happens against our adversaries.
The Supreme Court has decided they will hear the TikTok case where we know there's an effort to ban the app from American cell phones. Any thoughts on how that could play out?
Well, it's a very important case. That bill actually, Carla, was my bill that I passed in the emergency wartime supplemental. So in addition to the Iran sanctions, the funding of Israel, Ukraine, and the Indo-Pacific, and many other things that were in that bill, including AUKUS, the unified front between Australia, UK, United States on weapon systems against China. There's also TikTok in there. We voted on that. It was very well supported on both sides of the aisle to divest TikTok from its parent company in China, which controls the algorithms that then send disinformation to our young kids whose only source of news comes from TikTok. It simply requires that an American company has to invest in TikTok rather than China for it to do business in the United States. I'm feel very positive that the Supreme Court will affirm the lower court's decision. And I think it's a very important case because it has influenced so many of our young people to be anti-Israel, pro-Hamas, to have them take different views with respect to Russia and China and our adversaries.
Well, Chairman, I appreciate your time. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and we look forward to seeing you back in Brazos County soon.
Well, Merry Christmas to you and to all my constituents in the Brazos Valley. Happy holidays.
Thank you, sir.